Hey guys, welcome to my analysis of the new Big Hero 6 trailer from TGS. We're just going to get started right away. So, first we start off with the chess scene with Master Xehanort and Ericus. And we see the chessboard here. So we have basically these 10 pieces representing Secret of Darkness. There's Larxene over here. This one, I'm going with it's Marluxia. That seems to make the most sense for me, but whatever. This one, Vanitas, Saïx, Luxord, Young Master Xehanort, and the one in the top left here. Give me a second there. I can't seem to get the spot. One on the top left here. It's hard to see, but the most popular theory I've seen is that it's Xigbar. But again, don't know for sure yet. Yeah, like I said, there's not all 13 of them yet. There's only 10 that we can see. It's soon to be 11. You'll see right away. And the only light left in play is Sora. So he's kind of screwed right now. So yeah, this piece here. See if I can get a good spot of it. So that symbol, that for me is either it's either the keychain on Terra's Ends of the Earth Keyblade, or it might be the keychain on Ericus's Keyblade. In my opinion, it's probably Terra's, and I'm just going with Terra being one of the Xehanorts. And then we got this shot here. We see Xehanort and Ericus. Can't tell what world they're in. Maybe they're in the Land of Departure, maybe they're in their home world. We'll see. Yeah. Nothing really much else to say except for this. I really love that. The whole checkmate thing, the way I see it is giving us a hint as to the story of Kingdom Hearts 3. It's probably going to be Xehanort's probably going to get like pretty much on the edge of victory. Like he's going to pretty much win, and that's the whole checkmate thing. And then Ericus saying my move isn't it, and picking up the Sora piece. That's Sora fighting back. And then after that, I've seen this before. You get a look at this boss from Big Hero 6 World, and it's very similar to the rock golem from Olympus. There, that's a good one. Yeah, it's similar to the rock golem from Olympus, so it might be like a variant of it, just for the Big Hero 6 world, but who knows. We got a shot of Big Hero 16, Go-Go alive. And then here we see Sora's new visor, probably for when he flies on Baymax. He also mentions Keyblade Hero 3, similar to Big Hero 6, also KH3. For those of you that didn't point it out right away like I did. Like I didn't. So we get a close-up of part of the Big Hero 6 Keyblade. We get a good shot of it right away. Here, with the whole team, and a better look at the Keyblade for this world. Then here, okay, so here we see we have Baymax in the party. He's a party member, which is going to be sweet. The sparkle here, like at the bottom, could be for like attraction flow. It could be just like a reflection or something. And then we have 3 situation commands. Unfortunately, I don't know Japanese, so I can't translate them. So yeah, see Sora running up here. We see some new Heartless here. They seem to be like sentry turrets. A link with Baymax called Intercept Jet. Really cool. That one there was probably this here is probably the finisher for it. Here we see attraction flow. It's in San Francisco. And we see the Neo Shadow Heartless. We haven't seen those, so that was pretty cool. So in this one here, in this shot here, we see the Sentry Heartless again. But when Sora uses the Thunder, it kind of stuns them. So that's probably what the effect for Thunder is going to be in this game. Pretty cool. And then we see Sora using the finisher, what I'm assuming is the finisher for the Keyblade transformation, which is called Nano Arms. Basically just opening a bunch of portals and nanobots come out and hit everything around them. We also see a new Heartless in this shot, and it's a bit of San Francisco in the background. And this one, okay, so there's a lot in this one actually. Don't worry, I'll get to this guy over here. Don't worry. So first we see these blocks here. They're very similar to the ones from Recoded, and that's going to be important later on in the trailer. But you can see here, and then we're chasing Dark Baymax. So we finally get a look at Dark Baymax in the game. You can tell it's same armor, everything. And again here, more blocks, more Dark Baymax. And it was pointed out to me from a video I saw, it's the way this works is going to be very similar to the way the gummy ships work, where it's not just flying freely, it's more like a rail shooter. So you can move around a little bit on screen, but you can't like fully explore the city. So yeah, more Dark Baymax. And then here, the hand. Actually, hold on one second. I think I just noticed something. Oh, it's just the keychain. Okay, yeah, I just noticed the keychain. Sorry, my bad. The hand here is made up of same blocks from Recoded. Also, MP charge bar, similar to 2, which is going to be great. And again, another situation command. Again, can't really Japanese, so can't really translate that. Then here we have a nice mini game from in San Francisco. Basically, just Sora going through rings, gathering up data. You can see some parkour here. Probably just like a button push, like when he switches. Between the rails here. What I want to tell people. Oh yeah, talking about Tadashi eating ice cream here. I mean, they show it there in the trailer, but it's very similar to the Twilight Town gang. You see here Roxas and the gang, and Sora getting a little freaked out by that. Let's see about this line here. Finally found the strength to protect the things that matter. Call back to Birth by Sleep with Terra and him giving the Keyblade to Riku. So I think that was a nice line to throw in there. And here, Sora has a nice little cell phone. Little camera on top, that'll come and play later. And he ends up FaceTiming Enzo, who happens to be in the Radiant Garden Lab. And he seemed to be pretty disappointed by that. And also, we have Jiminy. We finally see him in the Kingdom Shader. This don't have much to say. Just some heartless. Davy Jones, I'm excited for, but B, the detail on him is absolutely amazing. Like all the stuff on his hat and his jacket and his tentacles, it's great. It's also raining, so they're outside on the ship, they're not inside. And by the looks of it, they're on the Flying Dutchman. And you know, Jack just wants none of that. So he just kind of takes off. Something with his hand. There's something on his hand though. What can I really say about this? So here, Sora picking up the Keyblade. Original shot from E3 2013. Except we know Goofy's here. So and he says that line in 0.2, and he's like, yeah, Yen said used to say it before, big missions. As to why the Keyblade is there, we don't know, really. It might have washed up there from the Realm of Darkness, we don't really know, but and as to who or what it'll guide Sora to, it could be Aqua, it could be Ventus, we don't really know yet. Yeah. Some more Pirates of the Caribbean. So the chest here is black box from 0.2, and the one that was mentioned by Maleficent and Pete in a different trailer. And no one knows what's inside. No one knows why they're looking for it. They're just looking for it because they think it's important. And seeming to contradict the chess scene at the beginning of the trailer. Sora's like, oh yeah, you guys don't have all 13. But Larxine's like, yeah, we do, and that surprises Sora. And another another detail about this scene is time is frozen. Like it's not moving at all. Kristoff and Sven over here, completely frozen. The snow, first of all, look at the detail, not just that one snowflake. But the snow is not moving at all. Like, let's rewind it a bit. The snow's not moving at all. So here we see the Twilight Town gang outside the mansion, and Nami's room up there, and they're all agreeing to go to the Data Twilight Town, which is probably going to have to do with them looking for Roxas. Here, first of all, the ship. Very obviously not the Black Pearl. It could be, oh, what's the name from Sao Fang's ship from at World's End. It could be just like a new ship, or maybe you might be able to customize the Black Pearl. That would be pretty cool, I would think, but well, we'll see about that. And oh, just gonna go back a second. We have a new boss here with the Kraken. So that's really cool. And it's a nice ship battle against the Kraken, and what I'm guessing is the Dutchman, Flying Dutchman. I'm not sure. But yeah, and this, yeah, that looks like it's gonna be fun. This here is sort of attack that just devastates the other pirate ship, which again I'm guessing is the Dutchman, because if we watch the health at the top, that little bit there, and then after it just destroys that health. It's nothing. And then here, again, another situation command. Jack and the party. We see the Gambler Nobody, which is the nobody of Luxord. And here we have a new Heartless. Some new Heartless. They seem to have like kind of fishy kind of guys with spears. See Jack in the background. New area in the Pirates world. Excuse me. And then Blue Nocturnes, I'm guessing. Also the health here. I forgot to point out earlier. In the Big Hero 6 shots, if you look at Sora's health bar, it goes about halfway through the magic bar, the MP bar. If you look at it here, it's much shorter. So the Big Hero 6 being like a later on world, I'm guessing Pirates of the Caribbean world is going to be much earlier in the game. Maybe after Olympus, who knows. And then here we have another Keyblade transformation for the Pirates of the Caribbean one called Storm Flag. Basically just a bunch of tentacles. And if we look closely, we can see the Water Heartless from 0.2. And then this scene is happening in Olympus. You can see it in the background, and like even just this building up here, it's just been destroyed. So something has happened in the town, whatever it is. We have another mini game here, Trinity Sled. We saw it in the Frozen trailer. We get to see it here too. Yeah, nothing too much to say to that. Then here, this is what I'm really excited for, picture or photo mode. We can see, first of all, if you can see that Sora can turn the camera around, so selfie camera or just regular camera. The 14 out of 100, I'm guessing, is the maximum amount of pictures you can have. 0 out of 7 might be something for the world, or I don't know what. This here, it might change Sora's emote. You see he's smiling. It might be like a filter or something, stickers, I don't know. And we can also see the Heartless, posing with some animals. And it is a mini game, obviously. You see the excellent, and you see the, for that one picture, Sora gets 5,000 points. And then here, back to the Frozen world, we see Sora fighting a boss with a lot of health. And he's using the boost hammer. So we know Frozen's going to happen after Toy Story, which is good to know. But if you look at who he's fighting, it's not Marshmallow, which I know a lot of people were thinking. Marshmallow's actually in the party, which would be very interesting. And we see Sora do a link with Marshmallow. It's called Avalanche Breath, and it does a lot of damage to the boss. And then this, I'm guessing, is like finisher or something for it. Maybe a cutscene. I'll need to check that quickly. Yeah, maybe a cutscene. Who knows? And here, Ansem and Zigbar are talking in Twilight Town. So the two people I'm thinking they could be talking about are either Data Riku or Roxas. I think it's Roxas. I'll show one shot why soon, and then one at the end. So basically saying, if he strays, we'll have to destroy him and find another vessel. I think it's Roxas because they're overlooking Sora, Donald, Goofy, and they're in Twilight Town, so they're most likely talking about Roxas, which is why I think that Ansem and Zigbar are talking about Roxas. And here we see Vexen and Demyx. Vexen rocking the yellow eyes. Some people think he's Norded, some people think he's not. I think here they're talking about Yenzo's plan, some plan of his. I don't know. This trailer brought up a lot of questions. Yeah, and that probably is happening. Radiant Garden maybe by the castle. And here, it's not Shion, it's not Aqua. So this is happening during Big Hero 6, but there's something. Yeah, Big Hero 6. We can see Sora still has the visor. It's Data Riku from Recoded. So the blocks earlier have to do with the data with Recoded, which is why this is most likely to be Data Riku and not Replica. Plus the Golden Eye, so he's Norded. And here, okay. So basically anything with Vanitas and Aqua in this trailer, I have a lot of questions about. Because this, so we see Ventus sleeping still, but it's not the same room from Castle Oblivion. It's Land of Departure. So the question is, how? How did they get to the Land of Departure? Because it's still Castle Oblivion right now. So it has something to do with Aqua, or maybe Sora accidentally does it when he picks up the Keyblade. We don't know. We'll see. And Aqua, Realm of Darkness. There's been a lot of theories about this one. I'll need to move this. Some say she's Norded because of the gray hair, gold eyes. One theory is I've heard she's become a Darkling. And for those of you who don't know what a Darkling is, basically it's Keyblade wielders that have succumbed to the darkness. You can search for comparisons online, but you see like her sleeves here are all tattered and worn. And like the clothing is like merging with her skin here. You can see it here, and even with her legs. And her hands are starting to grow red. Again, similar to Darkling. There's also another theory that it's extracted, that this is like Aqua's extracted darkness, similar to how Vanitas is Ventus's extracted darkness. And again, the tattered clothing and the red hat in comparison. But also, when we see Vanitas' face, he has the gold eyes, which Aqua does here. So. And here, Keyblade Graveyard. Finally get to see Xehanort in all his glory. And then we see Ansem and the Guardian just destroying Aqua because she has no weapon. Then here we see Kairi and Lee. Kairi's kind of doing the got it memorized thing. This shot here in the Radiant Garden lab. Again, a lot of questions. It's hard to get the right spot. But you can see, first of all, if you watch, I can't get the spot, but if you watch, Demix has the yellow eyes and he's carrying a body to Ienzo. Why is he carrying it to Ienzo? Who is he carrying to Ienzo? We don't know. Again, a lot of questions. And this shot here, again, Radiant Garden, Ienzo, and very clearly Ansem, the Wise, out from the Realm of Darkness in an organization code. And then here, this is back in Twilight Town, which is looking amazing in the distance. We have Lee on top of the clock tower, and Saix showing up. And as you can tell by Axel's expression, is very shocked to see him. And then here, first of all, the obvious is it's Terranort. I just butchered that, I'm sorry, Terranort. As opposed to where they are, can't really say. Could say the Keyblade Graveyard. I'm not going to say that, and I'll show why later on. Here, we're back in the Land of Departure, but there's a barrier And my guess is Ventus is there somewhere. But there also seems to be a barrier. Yeah, like I said, barrier up. And then Vanitas, similar to what he was doing in Birth by Sleep, he's about to I'm gonna guess, finish off Aqua. And then we have this shot, not in a cutscene, but actually in the Kingdom shader, so it actually happens at some point. Aqua reaching for Sora. And then this, there's not too much to say about. It's Sora in Ventus's dive to the heart. So it's probably going to have something to do with Ventus waking up. We'll see. And here we have a nice shot between Kairi and Sora on Destiny Islands, which a lot of people wanted, me included, so that's nice that they threw that in. And then Axel crying. So first of all, whoever made Axel cry is going to make me mad. Also, look at that detail. It seems to be in the... This is happening in the training area, where him and Kairi are training. I've heard a few theories about this. One of them is that he sees Roxas, and that's why he's crying. Or he just doesn't know how to handle all the feelings he has now that he has a heart. It could be a lot of things. And then here, we have... Whoops. We have my boy Roxas. So, first off, we know it's Roxas. A, because of the hair. B, because of Oblivion. Might have Oathkeeper in the other hand. Who knows? Now, there are a few theories about where this is. One of them is obviously Keyblade Graveyard. I'm going to say no, because, as we can see, there's structures. So what I'm thinking is that this is Daybreak Town, but just like absolutely destroyed after the Keyblade War. So yeah, that's my theory. Maybe even the Keyblade, maybe it is a Keyblade Graveyard and Daybreak Town. Maybe they're one and the same. Who knows? But yeah, so that's the trailer. It was easily my favorite trailer, and it really got me hyped. So yeah, see you guys next time.